Okay, so we've been seeing tons of questions lately about body waxing.
Yeah.
All kinds of little things that people are wondering about, like, is this normal? Is it okay? Am I doing this right? So we're going to do a deep dive today into those top questions.
It's such a popular topic, and I think a lot of people are just looking for some reassurance and
Right.
just to know what to expect.
Exactly. So we're hoping to give you some quick, reliable answers, and just help you feel more confident about all your waxing
Right,
choices.
exactly. We looked at all the questions you guys have been sending in,
Mhm.
and we're going to clear up some of those common concerns that keep popping up.
Okay, let's just jump right in. So many people want to know why they get those little red bumps after waxing.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
It happens to practically everybody.
It does, and I think it can be alarming if you don't know what's going on.
Right.
But it's actually a pretty simple explanation.
Mm.
What's happening is that when the hair is removed, it leaves the hair follicle exposed. And that tiny little opening in your skin where the hair grows, it can trigger kind of a brief inflammatory response.
So it's like your skin freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically your skin's way of saying, hey, something just happened here.
Okay, so it's not necessarily a bad sign. It's just like a sign that something happened.
Exactly. And the good news is it usually goes away pretty quickly.
Okay, good.
Yeah, for most people, those bumps subside within a few hours. And there are things you can do to soothe your skin.
Like what?
Aloe vera is amazing. Its anti-inflammatory properties are great for calming irritated skin, and you can also just use a cool compress.
Okay, great tips. So now we've got a lot of people with sensitive skin who are asking, can I even wax? Is that safe for me?
Yeah, that's a really common concern, and the answer is yes. You absolutely can still wax even if you have sensitive skin.
Okay.
You just need to be a little more careful.
So what are the extra steps that you would recommend?
Well, a soothing aftercare routine is absolutely essential for sensitive skin. So that means using gentle products and avoiding anything that could irritate your skin further.
And what about talking to the esthetician beforehand?
That's crucial.
Yeah.
You really want to let your esthetician know that you have sensitive skin because they can choose a wax formula that's specifically designed for sensitive skin.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that there were different types of wax.
Yeah, there are a lot of options out there. So
Yeah.
communication is key.
That's really good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is a question about exfoliating. A lot of people want to know how long they have to wait after waxing before they can exfoliate.
Right, because we all want to avoid those pesky ingrown hairs.
Exactly. So what's the magic number?
At least 48 hours.
Okay,
Give your skin at least 2 full days to recover before you start exfoliating.
got it. So 2 days, no exfoliating, and then...
And then after that initial waiting period, you can start exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, so not every day.
Not every day, but regularly enough to keep those dead skin cells from building up.
Right, because that's what causes ingrown hairs.
Exactly. Exfoliation helps to clear the path for new hair growth.
Makes sense. Now, what if someone has been really careful and followed all the advice, but their skin is still irritated after those first 48 hours?
Okay, so if that happens, the best thing to do is just continue with that gentle, soothing care.
Like the aloe vera.
Exactly. Aloe vera is your best friend in this situation, and you definitely want to avoid anything that could irritate your skin further.
So, like, what kind of things should they avoid?
Definitely avoid tight clothing, harsh soaps or scrubs, and really any kind of fragrances or dyes in your products.
Okay, so basically just keep it super simple and gentle.
Exactly. And if the irritation doesn't improve or if it gets worse,
Mm-hmm.
it's time to see a doctor.
Okay, when should they actually be concerned enough to make that appointment?
If you're seeing any signs of infection, like increasing redness, swelling, or pain, or if the irritation is just not getting better after a few days, then definitely reach out to a dermatologist.
Okay, so it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Absolutely. They can assess the situation and make sure that everything is okay.
All right, so just to quickly recap what we've covered today, those little red bumps after waxing are totally normal and they usually disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah.
If you have sensitive skin, you can still wax. Just be sure to use gentle products and talk to your esthetician about a sensitive skin formula.
Right.
Wait at least 2 days after waxing before you start exfoliating, and then exfoliate a couple of times a week to prevent ingrown hairs.
Exactly.
And if your skin is still irritated after 48 hours, or if you see any signs of infection, definitely consult a dermatologist.
Those are the key takeaways.
Thinking about all these common waxing questions and how important it is to take good care of our skin, it makes you wonder what other things in our skin care or hair removal routine might have hidden nuances.
Mhm.
Like, what other things could we learn about that would help us have healthier, happier skin?
It's definitely something to think about.
Yeah, it's all about being informed and taking those extra steps to really care for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for diving in with us today,
It was fun.
and we'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.